Oh, this is where it ends. This is where it all goes down. But actually, no, it's not because the NIXONVERSE is its own self-contained story. So it's mostly Monument Mythos, but it's also its own story. So, oh shoot, it's scaredy, guys, it's scaredy. Oh man, you didn't see scaredy. Okay, so I'm gonna be basing this off of the Absolute NIXONVERSE, which is the remake that was officially endorsed. So let's the Absolute NIXONVERSE. So what are we told about the Absolute NIXONVERSE? We're told that so there's three subatomic particles, right? You got your your protons, neutrons, and electrons, right? Proton, neutron, electron. But there's actually a fourth one. I don't know what it looks like, but it's called an alcatron. Alcatron is in Alcatraz. Now, what makes an alcatron special? Well, it's much larger. So like, let's just draw a scale, and then, well, no, this is actually an accurate scale. It'd be like to, but these are like way smaller. There's an alcatron, and they have the ability to think. Thoughts. Now, why are they able to think? I don't know. But we learned from this information that alcatrons are much larger than regular subatomic particles, and they have the ability to think, and they also make up high. They also make up cool things like is it like that? I guess they make up Alcatraz hydrogen atoms. Now, this is not a hydrogen atom because this is an Alcatraz hydrogen atom. Which, like, why would they call it a hydrogen atom then? Because it's not hydrogen. Because it's not an electron. It's a alcatron. So that's kind of silly. Anyway, that's how the series is introduced, or how the NIXONVERSE is introduced. They teach us this. So then they teach us that they immediately explain how the universe exists, which, like, thank you. So we have the Great Division here, right? Wait, we can draw snakes like that. Oh, that's how you're supposed to draw a snake. So we have the Great Division, right? But somehow he was alive then, which is weird. But we got Richard Nixon. So when the Great Division happens, Richard Nixon is imbued with Alcatraz Alcatraz power. So like, let's just he has the Alcatrazified. I don't know. Like the Alcatraz, like it kind of has it kind of exists, but it's also kind of just like it kind of has a logical basing, but it also has the ability to think, which, like, what? Like, it's a subatomic particle. Um. Okay, so Richard Nixon, he gets imbued with Alcatraz power, and then this gives him the ability to travel to a different universe, right? So we got the Deanverse, right, with the snake. Deanverse. But then, for some reason, there's another timeline, and there's no snake here. There's no serpent. Now, it's not really explained why this happens, but, like, it could be the real world. It's not the real world, or the real, like, our universe. Is, this nothing happened in it, but, like, so he goes from, also the Deanverse becomes the corner world. So he goes from the Deanverse into the other timeline, right? And he is imbued with he he uses his Alcatraz power to create three beings. He creates let's draw he makes how do we draw them? I guess like a also if you guys can hear a TV playing, sorry. And then I guess like the last sun, and then I guess do we even see what the D-Day Knight looks? Oh yeah, he's got a cape. It's like blah 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 blah, and then any like oh yeah, he's got the skull of the horned serpent. So I guess we can like that the D-Day Knight, and then we got the Queen of the Lunarians, who just doesn't really have a face, I guess. Like she has no identifying characteristics. The Queen. Oh wait, his halo is too high up. Of the Lunarians, right? So they form a little three. So they're each the three parts of Nixon, right? And if you're starting to notice the Bible, because in Christian theology they got Father, Son, Holy Spirit. They're all three persons, part of one God. If you notice that, then that's correct, because that's what it is. Because we find out in a later episode it's entitled Nixon is God, which that's pretty strong evidence there to say that Richard Nixon is God, and it's because of Alcatraz. We know he's given the Alcatraz power, and then he becomes God, and then we have the three persons. It's God. So then that was pretty much what the first episode is trying to say. There's a little bit more about it, but I don't remember it. um, we know that the last son, who's important in the beginning, right? Like he's the main character of the beginning. He fights in the Vietnam War, I believe. I don't remember exactly how, but he does something with the Vietnam War. I don't remember if he's a good guy or a bad guy. I guess he's probably a good guy. I guess I don't know. Oh shoot! I forgot to draw the. Let's give him a torso. Actually, yeah. So he fights in the Vietnam War. I don't know for which side. I also don't know what the Vietnamese flag looks like. So that's just and then Vietnam. So then I'm assuming he fights for America probably, but I don't know. Okay, so that was the introduction of the Absolute NIXONVERSE, which is also the last son of Alcatraz. Because it's like so the Absolute NIXONVERSE is one video. Oh, it's that I got told by in chat what the flag looks like. This is the flag of Nam. That's a very a very boring flag. Okay, so the absolute NIXONVERSE introduces what the Nixon, like, it's the video that just is the NIXONVERSE pretty much. It, like, takes a lot of the same footage and stuff, but it's, like, a little more, like, fast-paced, like, a little, a little smoother, and it has, like, a proper introduction, and it has, like, a little more character to it, I guess. But it's pretty much the same thing, and it's just better. Um, it's also shorter, which is nice. Okay, yeah, so that's the last line of Alcatraz, and also the introduction to the absolute NIXONVERSE. Okay, so next up is the D-Day night. Now, what is D-Day? Well, it's when the friggin' the Americans and the British and stuff, they showed up on the oh, hold on, let's draw America. Great Britain, and then other English speaking countries. They showed up on the beaches of Normandy, France, in order to beat up the Nazis. And I'm just gonna write the word Nazi because I don't want to draw the flag because YouTube will get pissed probably. Okay, yeah, so we got that. We already know that probably, but we got the D-Day night is there, and he's fighting for the Americans, and he's also really, really strong. This episode basically just like talks about how he's really, really strong. So we got let's see, just like wait, let's have him on his side actually, yeah. And then with like the cape, and then with like the hands, and then with the so he's flying around, and then the Nazis are trying to like bomb him and stuff. Let's just give them like cartoonish bombs. They're trying to shoot him out of the air, but it doesn't work because he's too strong. The Nazis are so bad. Okay, so they try to shoot on the D-Day night and they fail. And then also there's I think here is when the journal entry is so in the absolute NIXONVERSE they have these journal entries of the D-Day night. I don't remember what any of them are. I just know D-Day night says he's wearing the skull of the horned serpent. And like if that isn't badass, right? Like Richard Nixon he went back to the Deanverse just to just to grab its head for, for no reason, and then he just decides to wear it. Like what? Wait, so I guess actually he should look like a little more like this with like wait no. And then the snake is eating him. With the there we go. That's peak. I'm such a good artist. Yo, anyone who needs an artist, yo, hire me right now. Right now. Please, I need money. Okay, so then next up we got the Queen of the Lunarians, right? So we learn about the Queen of the Lunarians, right? So these are Lunarians. That's what they look like in the series. Now they're called Lunarians because it's Luna plus Aryans, I guess. Luna means moon, and Aryans means people who live somewhere. Now, we add those together, it means people who live on the moon. I know, this is very advanced stuff here. So we got 3 people, 3 astronauts, right? So you all remember the 1969 moon landing. No, you don't! You weren't there! But, so it's 1969, and they're going to the moon. And they send over the rocket, no, it wouldn't actually look like that. It just looked like this, and then they got the... And then it's got, like, it wouldn't actually look like that, but whatever. Yeah, so who were the 3 people? I don't know. I know, that one of them is Ed Dwight. One of them is a meanie head. Let's call him Mean Jones. And guy number 3. And then there's the Queen of the Lunarians, right? Now, they weren't expecting to see a a person on the moon. And so Mean Jones is like, yo, Ed, shoot her. So then Ed Dwight pulls out his, blaster. It's called a blaster. And then the Queen of the Lunarians, she, we don't really know what is meant by this. Especially because, like, later on in the series, we'll come to understand that this technically doesn't happen. Okay, so remind me to come back to this and how, this technically does not happen. But the Queen of the Lunarians, she evicts him from reality. Evicted. Now, I first saw this, and I was like, what? This is a very weird spin-off. Okay, so it's already a very weird series, but this is an even weirder spin-off because because he gets evicted from reality. What? 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 So that was a cool thing that she did. And so Ed Dwight and guy number 3 are like, uh, 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 and then evicted, and then she's just like, she, she's giving him a thumbs up. That was, it was, okay, the next episode is even weirder. This episode is called Jesus in Vietnam. Now, if we wanted more parallel to, like the Trinity and stuff, so we find out that, the last son of Alcatraz, right? Who, I'll just be referring to him as the last son, right? Oh my God, he's called the last son. He's called the son already. So, he sees what's happening in Vietnam, And so he decides to turn into Jesus. I I really do, uh, I, I I I I I don't. I don't even. And then I and then so I I I I, I okay, okay. I don't know why he does this. I think it helps the Americans win. I uh, I think he like damages them somehow, like damages the Vietnamese. We don't know how, but it helps the Americans win. I'm pretty sure. So and then they have the line our peace is better than your peace. Our Christ is better than your Christ. And then some other line. And this is like, oh, hi, sup from Maryland. What's up? We're just finding out about Jesus and how he defeated. Oh, and how he defeated the Vietnamese because he's Jesus and also the last son of Alcatraz. I re I really don't know what the Nixon versus deal is. I don't know why it's like that. I, I don't, I don't, I, I, I don't know. And then this is like, what was that sound? It was me and utter. That was my alarm that tells me to brush my teeth. So this is like how peace works. And it's specifically our Christ instead of our God, which like would make more sense, but the title of God is being used later on actually. So kind of I can understand it. Um so so that so I do I I I I I don't know. Okay, so then the next episode is the missing eye of Jesus Christ. I don't get this one. There's some old ass woman, and she has a piece of paper, and it's a picture of the eye of Jesus Christ. It kind of looks like that. And I think that's everything that happens in this episode. I didn't really get it. Um. So then, oh god, the next episode is the house in the ocean. Now, I have to provide like a good bit of background context for this because the episode is like 49 minutes long. So, The House in the Ocean was a series made by Alex Kazanis, for his father, who again, as we know, passed away unfortunately. Where was that at? Oh yeah, here it is. father died, and so his father always liked like the weirder parts. So he made, oh my god, lol, get abacus emoji'd. I'm gonna put an abacus in there. I, abacus. Um, abacus like Atticus T. Camp. It's a good book. Anyway, so the house in the ocean, right? It's made for his father, right? And so it was this weird ass story about so there is a house in the ocean and nobody can go to it. I don't know, let's draw the ocean. House. There's a house in the ocean and nobody can go to it. Can't go to it. But there is a so the so the U.S. government tries to shoot the house because of course they do. Because it's the U.S. government. But that doesn't do anything. It never damaged the house. So then, so then they put kill. they, they, they put killer woodchips on the coast of the beach. Killer wood chip. and, and then Obama touched killer wood chip. Obama touched killer wood chip, and it's pretty much this story for 30 minutes. It's a good 30 minutes of the same video being played 5 times with slightly more like slightly lower quality every time, and then Obama touched killer wood chip, and then it goes on this weird ass tangent about like a superhero mech, like like some kind of, I don't know. I didn't rewatch the episode because why would I? It's not like most of it isn't even canon at this point. Let's give him like a. I don't. It's a mech and it has a name, but I forgot the name, so let's call it Mechy, the mech. And then it goes and it like blows something up. I don't know. Probably I don't even remember. Boom. But what matters? Well, what matters a little bit less than Obama touch killer wood chip is that So this isn't supposed to be funny. I mean, maybe it is actually. Okay. Well, so the point of the episode is that so Mr. Manicore made it as not Mr. Manicore. Alex Suzanne has made it as a metaphor because it's like his father died, and so he deleted the video because like nothing lasts forever. It's like a metaphor because his father didn't last forever, so the video won't last forever. But then he brought it back and he incorporated it into the NIXONVERSE as a way of saying that nothing is ever really gone. And this is a message that's repeated like all throughout season 3. All of season 3, because his season 3 was also made like for his father. Like everything from now on the Mr. Manticore channel is dedicated to his father. So it's like it's sad. It's just sad. Almost as sad as Obama touch killer wood chip. Okay, so the next episode is Sea of the Last Sun. So we find out what's happening, right? So we have so we got the Last Sun here, right? Oh my god, I hate drawing him. Why did I give him the most complicated design? He barely even uses this design. So we got him, right? But then he becomes the house, right? He goes into like some other design changes, but I forgot. Oh yeah, Jesus. Obviously, how could I forget Jesus? That's not how a cross looks like. And then he becomes the house. Oh yeah. So he is the house on the ocean. The Last Sun. Oh, I forgot about something a little more important in the. Okay, we'll just. Oh no, we can do here. All right, so there's 2 videos inside of the house in the ocean, which I don't think they're in the absolute NIXONVERSE, but they're still kind of relevant. So we have one guy who talks about his experience with the Last Sun, right? Oh wait, no, let's do the other one first. We have we got a mouse, right? And he's not Mickey Mouse because he was not in the public domain yet. I forgot his name, but like he's a mouse. And then he goes on a big old trail, right? Because he wants to find a friend because he has no friends. And it's sad because he should have friends because he's awesome. And then he falls into a cliff and he finds this move. Oh wait, no, it's and then it's just kind of like laying there, I guess. And then I guess we can have him like. Oh my god, that's the best drawing I've ever done. Look at that. That's actually so peak. That's actually crazy. How did I do that? That's actually so crazy. Okay, so the mouse goes and he finds the Crescent King, right? This is the Crescent King. We gotta actually go back to something. Hold on. We'll just draw it. I'll just draw it on the next page, right? So then, and also, Jesus. So then we find out some other guy, right? This might not even be relevant, but some guy says, yeah, I think this is actually decanonized, but whatever, it's fine. We don't gotta talk about that part. So, some guy, right, interviewing some other guy, right? And they look like this. Actually, they don't really look like this. And they got a table. So then, this guy is talking about his encounter with the Crescent King. And this guy's like, how do you know this all happened? And then the guy responds by doing this. It's like, and then the Crescent King just kind of like comes out of him. I don't know. It's like, it's very casual. He just kind of, just like suddenly, crawls out of him, coming Tuesday. I mean, for the NIXONVERSE, the common Tuesday. But we find out something, right? We find out, I don't know what, actually. I don't know when we find this out. But we find out the last son is also the Crescent King. How do I draw the Crescent King? And then it's like a... like, very thin-legged, thin-legged man. You know what I'm saying? He's a very thin boy. It's the main idea. And the Crescent King. And then something else probably happened in this episode, but I don't know. So whatever. This is basically the important part that we learn. The next episode is the D-Day Knight returns. He wasn't actually gone, but he returns to relevance is what it's trying to say. So we got the D-Day Knight. Yeah. So what he does is he changes language. Like he just he makes it so that language is bad now and that you can't really understand any of it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how he does this, but he like me speak the good English, and then he like does that to him. I don't know why he does this. But at the end of it, we have Alice Avenue. We don't really know who she is. She's like whatever her name was from the Superman, because so like both of them are kind of like Superman. I don't know why they do that, but like they're both kind of Superman. I don't know. So then this one who's Superman also, but like a little differently. They got Alice Avenue, right? I hope the D-Day Knight saves us. Is what she says. So then in the next episode, the D-Day Knight sees this, right? And we don't really know why, or at least I don't really know why. But this is a building. This is some skyscraper. So Alice Avenue is there. And then we got the D-Day night, right? And then we give him the... So he comes in, and he throws her off the roof. There she goes. She's on the floor now. And then he's all sad about it, even though he did that. Nope, that's not how I draw it. Whatever. So she dead. And then the D-Day night, he's all sad about it, even though it's his fault. I'm sure there's some like metaphor here that I'm not seeing, but I don't care. So then I don't know. I think that's it actually. I mean, there might be something else, but oh wait, I think also here the Queen of the Lunarians becomes important once again. She's the least important of the three. Holy Spirit reference. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. That's a joke. It's a joke. So then the Queen of the Lunarians is like she goes up to the sun and the not the sun the D-Day night. God damn it! I'm getting my Christianity lore mixed up. And she's like it is your prophecy to come be the king of the Lunarians. I think this might actually be later, or they might have moved it so that like they have a first interaction here, and the freaking and the like earlier. I know it's at the end also, but I like I I feel like for pacing it should be here. Um. So then the next episode is called Nixon is God. And so we find out Richard Nixon was not, no, it's, we find out Ed Dwight, right? He was the first man on the moon. But he wasn't! Because Richard Nixon was already there. So Nixon's there, and he's like, he explains his whole spiel. Made the, I made the 3 superheroes, but y'all humans are jerks, and I am God, is basically what he says. So then, Ed Dwight, right, he doesn't want to deal with this information, so he, blasts himself. So we'll get back to that. What was that thing I said I was going to get back to? Oh, yeah, that. Okay, so... I don't know why he does this. Okay, well, whatever. So in the next episode, the Ed Dwight paradox. This is an excellent conclusion. This is a conclusion, by the way. Excellent conclusion for 2 reasons. First is because it keeps the same mood and tone of the series, in that it's really like weird, full of filler, but it has excellent storytelling. Excellent storytelling and like themes. Yeah. So I don't remember what happens first. Um, but I know what happens. One of the things that happens is that the Queen of the Lunarians comes up to the friggin' him, the D-Day night, and he says, so she says, yo, it's time to become king, and the D-Day night responds with, there is no prophecy. There is only me. And then he obliterates her. She gets obliterated because of an Alcatraz blast or something stupid like that. So she's obliterated, right? And then they restore the human language. Language is restored. I don't, like, why did they do that? Like, why did they make language weird? That was a stupid thing they did. That was not necessary. I don't know. But they did it, and then we find out that the the son, the last son, the Crescent King, has been crying all day, and no, I already sung that song, so he's been like, he's crying, crying. So then we find out that Ed Dwight did not shoot himself. That was a lie. Instead, Richard Nixon shot him. I don't know. I shot him. So then, with the three superheroes, right? So what's happened to them? So the last son won't stop crying. The queen got destroyed, and the knight is grieving and angry. So Richard Nixon, because he created the three guys, he realizes this, and then he says, this world sucks. Because it does. Now, the world sucks because humans suck, and we did this, but also he kind of did that to himself, and then also did that to her, and then technically in the story, it actually doesn't. It's actually the superhero's fault. So Richard Nixon says, like, so he's on the moon, and this is the Earth, and this is Nixon. I would've gone to Earth if it didn't suck, is what he says. So then, what happens after that? Well, the series happens because because they turn it into a work of fiction, right? So this was a real universe, as in, like, again, the Monument Mythos is an unfiction series, right? So it pretends to be a real thing that happens. Yeah. So, but um, they Richard Nixon turns it into a thing that never actually happened. He makes it into a fictional thing that did not happen. So he makes these little, like, comic books about it, I guess, about, like, and then I guess, like, so this is now the NIXONVERSE. This is what has come of it. It is now a fictional story, which means everything that happened in the NIXONVERSE is a work of fiction, right? This is Nixon's way of destroying the world without, like, actually hurting anyone. Like, it's said that, like, no one is going to feel any pain. And it's kind of profound, because, like, damn. Like, that's really clever. Like, damn. I wouldn't want to be a fictional character, because that means I wouldn't exist. And I do exist, most likely. Because I made this. I made that drawing. And I made that drawing. And I made that drawing. And I wrote, he's a snake. And I said Mars, and, like, Air Force One unregulated on man. I didn't actually write that. And it's just, damn. It's just damn. That's really profound, honestly. Okay, so that was all profound and shit. That's enough of that. What? Why were they both in there? Okay, let's talk analysis. Now, what did we learn from all of this? What is the lesson we can take away from all this? Well, first of all, we know, so we know, like, analysis of the themes. So there's, like, kind of a thing about, like the power of fiction, I guess. Like, a lot of the series is just, like, well, a lot of the NIXONVERSE, at least, is about fiction and how it, like, impacts people. And then also, again, like, how he used it as a way to like, remember his father. So that's a pretty big part of it. What else? What else do we learn from this series? Like, Republicans are bad. That's a very big idea in the 4th season. I don't know. It's kind of a stupid. It's kind of a stupid category, actually. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, right? So when the Queen of the Lunarians evicts him from reality, right? So since like since Mean Jones is mentioned in the story, it means he didn't get evicted because he exists in the fictional series, which becomes the universe. So, like, Mean Jones, I evicted him from reality because I forgot his name. Oh, also, by the way, Ed Dwight is black because there's one guy in the audience who I forgot about that. Because I told him there are no people of color in the entire series. I forgot about Ed Dwight. He's an important part of the NIXONVERSE. Okay, so like theories now, right? So one of my biggest theories is that Alcatraz makes up every important being. So what are important beings? So beings that are like much more powerful than humans, right? So like, well, like every super powered being. So like we got the horned serpent, right? We should give him horns actually. And we got like the Martian serpent. And then what else? Well, we know the monument monster and the debate demon. We know those are made of Alcatraz because it's said in the series. And we know Nixon is made of Alcatraz. It's also said in the series. And Nixon is God, so. And this also means that the Trinity is also God, which is also made of Alcatraz. Again, the last son of Alcatraz, right? Now, the only thing here that's actually a stretch. Oh, also, I forgot Frida. Okay, yeah, so there's confirmed, and these are stretches. So we got freedom and the angel. And then Cawthonite A is also confirmed to be powered by Alcatraz. So we'll first talk about the serpents, right? Because if we prove the serpents are made of Alcatraz, then we prove that freedom and angel are also affected by Alcatraz. Not directly made of it, but affected by it, and their powers are derived from it. So with the serpents, right? The only thing that I don't know is like I don't know specifically that they're made of Alcatraz, but like what do I know? So we know it's important, right? Like fuck. Okay, so we know important. Alcatraz is like very powerful. And we know these guys are all powered by Alcatraz, right? So like these two, okay, so with Nixon, it like makes sense that it's important that it's explicitly important that he's powered by Alcatraz, and it makes sense. Also, we know we know Nixon was imbued with Alcatraz after Great Division. We also know that we also know the serpents get powered by radiation. Oh yeah, that's that's the big part there. The fact that the serpents get powered by radiation, and we know Alcatraz Island also gets powered by radiation. So basically, like radiation causes Alcatraz power. And I think that was also said somewhere in the series, like somewhere in season 4. I don't know where though. Um, but what I do know is that this is pretty definitive proof that. Okay, wait. Let's proof that the serpents are made of Alcatraz. They're powered by radiation. They're powerful. Is my phone like good right now? Yeah, we're good. Nixon gets Alcatraz power after Serpent leaves Earth. I'd say that's pretty good proof there. So we've proven that these two are powered by Alcatraz. So then, how do we prove that these two are powered by Alcatraz? Well, we don't, but we do know that their power is derived from Alcatraz. So okay, so the powers are so like let's make like the cause and events chain, right? So we have Alcatraz, which we know is the first causer because we know it's God. So then Alcatraz leads to the serpent. Then the serpent leads to the trees. So then the trees lead to glass. And then the glass leads to like Giza glass, and then the Giza glass leads to matter division, and then matter division leads to freedom, and it leads to angel, because we know that freedom is powered by the two people inside of it, and then freedom is powered by the 17 people. Now, I don't know if it's actually explicitly stated that that freedom was that Angel was able to divide because of Alcatraz, but like it would just make sense, you know. So yeah, that would just make sense. So then, basically, once we prove this connection, last denominator. So like, if we can prove the connection to Alcatraz and the serpents, then we can prove the connection to serpents and trees. Because you know that trees to Giza glass, which we know, and then Giza glass to matter division, and then matter division to freedom and the angel. So yeah, this means that they are influenced and powered indirectly by Alcatraz. So this is pretty good. This is like quite good evidence here. I would not be surprised if this is intentional. Like it seems correct. It seems like very much the correct way that it works. Because otherwise it's kind of a small cast for like a really important thing in the series. What else? What other theories do I have? Oh wait, let's draw the Arnoldson family tree. Now, also, in order to do this tree, we kind of have to do it over like 3 timelines. How do we do this? I think, yes, we have Deanverse, Cliftverse, and what's it called? The Robverse. So in the Deanverse, I'm gonna go out on a bit of a limb here. This isn't actually based on anything, but I don't believe Virginia like influences the Deanverse. Does not originate from or influence the Deanverse. Because, like, she's never mentioned to be a member of the. Yeah, so she is a member of the Arnoldson family, obviously, but, like, it's never. Like, none of the Arnoldsons ever mention, like, this is my great grandmother, Virginia, right? So we got Virginia. And then we know that Virginia and Leonard make ever. Is that this universe? Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is this universe. And then unrelated to this is like also we have uh what's your name my sibling Nathan, and then Nathan births, well, does not birth, but he causes Lauren and Quinn. I learned her name, by the way. It's Lauren. Or it's Lauren. It's not what do we say it was? It's not Algie. It's Lauren. Yeah. So that's kind of where it ends then, and then they die. My computer turned off suddenly. That was weird. Okay. So then in the Clift verse we have so Virginia's unrelated still, but like now it's the opposite in that these guys aren't related. So the only thing that matters is that damn, that's too small. Virginia and Leonard combine to make Everett, which combines into Freedom and Angel into a more perfect union. And then there might be something else that I'm missing there, but I don't think so. So then in the Rob verse is weird because I think I'm gonna go on another limb, even an even larger limb, and say this is where Virginia. Oh, wait, no, it isn't. No, it isn't. That's wrong. That's wrong. It's probably from the NIXONVERSE or some other universe. I heard one theory say she's from the real world. She's not. So I was actually totally wrong then. I don't know why I even thought that. I forgot about Virginia, who Virginia mom and Virginia dad. We know she has parents in this universe, so they form together to make Virginia, and then she kills them, which is sad. So then she goes to a home, and then she dies in the home. So then she's taken to home, and then like unrelated is that Maya Arnoldson just exists also. She was also not related to Virginia because in this universe it would make even less sense if Virginia was related because Virginia dies as a child, so she cannot give birth because she's dead. So she cannot give birth because dies as child. So then we kind of just have Maya here, and then we kind of just have Leonard, and they just are, they just exist. Also, more evidence that that Virginia and Leonard are not relevant to the rest of the family. If Virginia was to create the rest of the family, then they'd be called the Moreland family. And they're not called the Moreland family, so they're not the Morelands. So that wouldn't make any sense. What else? What other theories do I have? What other things do I have to say? Yeah, let's do a full analysis of the plot. I'm gonna hit the bathroom. Hold on. Alright, everyone, we're back. Now it's time for the full series analysis. Assuming it ends with season 4, which they said they would, but they said they'd end with season 2 also, so I don't know. Okay, so, Alcatraz. It's God, so it's the first causer. So, the first, yeah, I think, yeah. No. No, the first universe is the Deanverse, right? Well, the first universe to our discussion is the Deanverse. Yeah. yeah. So the Deanverse is first. So what happens in the Deanverse? Well, so in Egypt, they find Giza glass. Then they skip forward a bunch of time, and America gets made. America takes the Giza glass. But then before that, what happens before that? I'm gonna have so much to cut out. It's gonna be crazy. Something before that. Oh yeah. I guess like the presidency. Okay, yeah. So Rockefeller is elected. So the Giza glass goes to America, and then they make the Statue of Freedom. So then they freedom is made with Giza glass. So then the Freedom just kind of sits atop the Capitol Dome for a while. Then after that, I guess after that the Angel would get made then. Oh wait, yeah. So Rockefeller is president. Then Virginia goes to the special tree. Oh wait, I forgot about the Mount Rushmore. No, that's later. Yeah, that's later. Rockefeller's elected, so then Virginia goes to the special tree. Virginia goes to tree, and then she's taken from the NIXONVERSE. Then she's brought. Wait, no, she's from the. Yeah, she's from the NIXONVERSE. She's then brought into the real world, or into the Deanverse. Damn it, not the real world, obviously. So then she's brought into the Deanverse, and then she marries Leonard Moreland. And then they make Everett. So then she gets Washington monumented. With Everett. So then also so then Rockefeller makes the blimps. He makes the Rockefellers. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. Giza glass goes to America. America then makes guys to to crown people with. So then the blimp is full of crowns. So then the angel is formed. Angel is formed to take down the blimp, to take down the Rockefellers. So then they do that, and then I guess we could just fast forward then, unless there's some other plot line. Yeah, we could just fast forward. So we fast forward, and James Dean gets elected president. And then Maze makes the personal computers that get banned. So then they partners. Yeah, so they become partners, and then we have Maya and Nathaniel Arnoldson. So they go into the Maze facility. And then the government doesn't like that, so wait, so they sneak into Maze. So the government does not like that, so then the government goes to send them to get crowned. Or would that be more in the future, actually? I think that's a little bit... Wait, no. No, it's fine. I could stay here. Yeah. Yeah, it stays here, actually, yeah. And then, and then nothing kind of happens for a little while there. Unless I'm missing something. Oh, yeah. Then Freedom is shot down from the... Oh, wait, actually, that happens later, actually. So then when James Dean is president, the ADA forms and shoots down Freedom. So then she goes on a killing rampage, and the ADA gets more pissed, and then James Dean moves her to... Oh, I forgot about Washington. Damn it. George Washington cuts down his special tree, and then he becomes the snake. He becomes the serpent, and also the Statue of Liberty. So then George cuts down tree, and then becomes snake, and then they build the Statue of Freedom. Or the Statue of Liberty, damn it. Yeah. So then it's still fine. It still works. Um, and then Dean sends her to go to the Grand Canyon. And then also James Dean starts to send plot part 2. Then James Dean sends people to sends ADA members to correctional camps, and then they get treed. Bad place. Struggles, frustrating. What the fuck? Okay, so, um, then the angel starts going around and it starts talking about how that's all a bunch of malarkey. Yeah. Angel goes around, and then the angel gets shot. So then wait, no, yeah, I think now then is when Alcatraz starts Alcatraz the island gets radiated. Yeah, and then what? And then we kind of skip to like the 2020s now. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so the like the universes so they're all happening at the same time, like they all share the same times, I guess, but like the order of when they matter to the story matters because they're all like kind of connected. They all like add together to combine into the full story of the Monument Mythos. By the way, this part was supposed to be the entire stream initially, so like you know, the fact that it took us an additional 4.5 stream just to get to this part is like pretty telling, I think, of the lore. It should take us a good couple of pages, that's for sure. Um, so Alcatraz gets radiated and it starts growing into America, and then I'm gonna sneeze. Hold on. No, I'm not. Never mind. We're good. Uh, then what? Yeah, we just kind of skip to the 20s now. The 2020s. Um. So Lauren and Quinn find out about about Maya, and then Nathaniel is also killed, I guess, or is also crowned. And then what? What else? What else? I don't know. Oh yeah, the ADA advocates for the division of America. So wait, no. The Angel's flight is like a lot more recent actually. The Angel's flight is during the 2020s, or at least like earlier, a little earlier maybe, but like yeah, because the ADA finds out about the Angel, so then the Angel takes flight, gets shot, and then the ADA advocates for the angel. And then I'm gonna check back in the series. Hold on. I want to make sure I'm not like missing anything, but I probably am. No, it wasn't the same series. That's not good. Not relevant. Nope, we're good. Okay, yeah, we're good so far. Season 2, though, might be a little more important. No, 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 no. Yeah, so we're all on track then. We're all good. So then the Suez Canal gets blocked. And the crab. Yeah, so the Suez Canal crab comes out. And then, the ADA provokes Angel. And then, Freedom and Angel fight. And then, the Great Division. And then it becomes this. Is my pen gonna die? No, we're good. Okay, yeah. So that's good. That's good. That's what happens to the Deanverse. That's the whole story of just the Deanverse. We still have three other universes to cover. I think now is when we do the NIXONVERSE. So immediately after this, right? Richard Nixon hitches a ride with the with the snake. Because he's alive somehow. So then Nixon gets Alcatrazified. Alcatraz, and then he makes the he makes the Last Sun. He makes the Knight, and he makes the Queen. So then they all go to Earth, and they find out Earth sucks. The Last Sun just. Oh, also, one other themes of the series is like there is no prophecy, free will for the win. So they go to the Earth. They find out the Earth sucks. The Last Sun the Knight destroys the Queen. Alcatraz. And then Richard Nixon fictionalizes this such that this universe no longer exists. Let's make him drawing himself. Or holding himself. Fictionalized. Yeah, baby. So then also at this time, wow, I am especially tired today. This stream is the longest, which is good. That's what it's supposed to be. Plot part 3. So then also at this time, well, earlier than this in terms of like their time, but like it doesn't really matter. Riley Tillin, right? So, he finds out that there's corner folk living in his house, right? Yeah, so then he hitches a ride with them, and then he sees the corner world. Yeah, he hitches a ride to the corner world. My back is killing me. I feel like an old ass man right now. So that's sad. That's rather sad. Yeah. So we got that, and then we might as well just do the flippin' what's it called, the Rob verse, because that makes sense now. So this is the Nixon verse, and this is the Dean verse. So what happens in the Rob verse? I kind of forgot. Yeah. So what is the timeline? Oh my gosh. Alright, so Trump is president. And then and then little Rob, right? What did I draw him like? Is he even drawn at any point in this? He probably is, I imagine. Oh yeah. Yeah, he's done with the hat. Wins the next election. So this is Pattinson. This is Rob Pattinson, and then freaking fudging Maya Arnoldson. She gets treed, but like a cat tree. Maya goes poof. Yeah, and then I guess then the debate demon happens. Yeah. So then after that, hold on, 1 hour 40 minutes mark. That's where we're at. Then Pattinson goes insane. God. I'm so tired. Fish heads. Fish heads. Lovely, lovely fish heads. Fish heads, lovely, lovely fish heads. And then earlier than this, Virginia. She kills her parents. And that's what's Josh Chandelier. Died. And then she dies. And then, Trump is like, Pattinson is nuts. And then, wait a minute. Oh no, I did it out of order! No, this was supposed to go first! Oh, god damn it! No. Rob Verse is first. Then the Dean verse is second, and the Nixon verse is third. Why does this matter? It matters because Coffin A! He's just a regular guy in this, but then he becomes God because of Alcatraz, and he becomes the creator of a series, and that's why it says Coffin A will tell the story in a theatrical manner. God damn it. Okay, yeah. So Virginia, she dies, and then, Trump says Pattinson is nuts because Pattinson nukes the Earth. Pattinson nukes the Earth, and then, so then Coffin A goes to investigate the death of Trump. And then he sees he's a dead body. Dead. And Coffin A says, ew. And then, the demon and the monster, right? Wait, let's draw a hill. And then the monster. They send him down, he's fallen for a while. Oh no. So then he goes and, he gets imbued with, Alcatraz power. I never want to say the word Alcatraz ever again, and I'm probably going to have to, is the problem. So, he gets imbued with the Alcatraz power, so then the Dean verse happens, and then he's, oh wait, so then he travels to the Dean verse, I suppose. Yeah. Oh yeah, so every timeline then is like every universe is dependent on like someone traveling to it. So Cortana A travels to the Deanverse, and then Nixon travels to the Nixonverse, and then also Cortana A then travels to the Cliftverse. So it all works out. And then what else happens? Oh yeah, so Riley Tillon goes to fight back the corner folk. And then Covenant A, who's now powerful, tells him, "Don't do that." So then they perform a devious lick, and they steal all the monuments. Devious lick. Okay, now it's time for the freaking, what's it called? The cliff verse, and then we're finally done. We're finally done with this fucking series. It's a masterpiece, but I'm so tired of talking about it. I've been doing it for literally like 6 hours now. Oh my god. I, I've managed to talk about niche internet series for 6 fucking hours now. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Fucking Clift verse. Okay. So, Kothana A, he goes, so the angel survives. The angel survives the Great Division, I guess. It's only the most important people survive the Great Division and no one else. And the angel says, "We sorry." And then Kothana A says, "Okay, go back in time." So then Kothana, so the angel divides itself into angel ashes and tells the angel, "Get decapitated." Oh, that actually looks like a sword for the first time. Whoops. So then, Angel gets decapitated. It gets crowned, and then also this is later, but it's also first, I guess, kind of, not actually. No, it just isn't. So this is later, um, right before Great Division. So then, we got, what's her name? Eunice is at the bridge. And then she jumps, and then, Dean is distraught. No. So then he gets Montgomery Clift to run for him. Please run. And then, did I draw him in a weird way? Oh yeah, he's blind. Damn it. Okay. So then, Montgomery Clift blows up the Statue of Liberty. Boom. So then this happens. This then happens. This leads to this. It's actually a long period of time is skipped here, but it's not very important. So then they don't fight. Freedom gets decapitated, and then like a good couple minutes later, I think, Everett comes back from the, corner world, and he's like, yo, guys, stop. So then, they team up, and they form, oh, I forgot about Elon Musk. Damn it. Fuck. Elon Musk is on Mars, and then he nukes the, Elon Musk, and I'm on Mars. They nukes the ice caps, and the ice caps get big. Nuked, and then, the Martian serpent comes out. I gotta draw that. So then they team up and they form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to themselves and their prosperity. And they do not ordain nor establish a constitution for the United States of America, but they do stop the Martian serpent. And he's no more, which means that this event, the stopping of the Martian serpent, is still the last event chronologically, which means I'm done! I'm done with this series! I finished! I talked about it for more than 6 hours and I can finally rest! I can finally breathe! I can stop holding this fucking pen! This was nearly full when I started the series and now I'm done. How many pages have I done? I don't even know, because the first couple pages of this notebook are like index content, I guess. When did I start? I started drawing on page 2, and then I ended drawing on page 39! Okay, here, let's draw a table of contents. Page 2, start of Monument Mythos, page 39, end of. Why did my phone just temporarily blink and tell me I'm live? I know I'm live. Why would I not know that? Which means 37 pages later, 6 hours later, I'm done. I've what is it called? I've info dumped about the Monument Mythos for 6 hours and I'm done. I actually feel like I'm going to throw up. This series has literally made me physically sick. Oh my god. But it's all worth it. I'm free now. I can go do other things. No, I can't, because I have to edit the VOD now. Mr. Manticore, your series is a masterpiece. Please don't continue making it. I really want this stream, these 6 fucking hours I've made of streams, to be accurate for the rest of time. Please do other things. I love this series. You can literally just don't, make other content that's also very lore focused and has very intricate lore, but don't make it about the Monument Mythos. Just literally just call it something else and I'll be good. What am I gonna close this stream with? I'm gonna close off the 6 hours of rambling I've done now with this. McDiddles!